So what happens when you stop eating sugar, and what happens when you stop eating sugar that's in carbohydrate form? Well, the first thing that's going to happen is you'll start to lose weight. It's just inevitable. When I cut carbs, I lost upwards of 23 kilos in 4 months, reversed my type 2 diabetes, and that was 6 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. So part of that journey, I saw my beer belly disappear. It turns out it wasn't beer, it was fat. And my blood sugars normalized, so I was struggling with out of control blood sugar, and just by cutting the carbs and cutting the sugar, that resolved itself fairly quickly. My energy levels picked up, and that's what most people experience. Once you stabilize your energy intake by eating meat and fat and butter and all the good stuff our grandparents did, you'll find that the roller coaster of sugar intake and sugar crashes goes away. So your energy levels will stabilize. I found my blood pressure improved as well. I had a horrifically high blood pressure, 180 over 120. And after I cut the carbs and lost the weight, so I had a massive improvement in blood pressure. I had a horrific 180 over 120 blood pressure. When I cut the carbs and dropped the weight, that normalized back to 120 over 80, and a lot of people report that happening to them too. Joint inflammation disappears, especially as a function of the removing wheat, removing seed oils from a diet. All that inflammatory diet intake was removed, and the inflammation went away, so all my joints started to move better. It was a lot easier to move around, so just another benefit. Gas goes away, you know what I'm talking about. Removing, I think it's the bread and the wheat and the pasta and the rice causes that onset of gas, and that just disappears. Another lesser talked about function of removing carbs and sugar is brain fog and mental clarity. Brain fog goes away, mental clarity gets a lot better. And I think, again, that's a function of inflammation. So why listen to me? My name's Alan. I lost 23 kilos and reversed my type 2 diabetes in my mid-50s just by making diet changes, and I talk about that. There's a video below. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you look on that, I'll go into more depth on this. And if you're watching this elsewhere, if you hop over to YouTube, look up the Carb Survivor and look at the Mindset and Motivation playlist, you'll find a video on this there. That's cool. Thanks for watching. Catch you over there. Cheers. Bye.